Thank God it's Friday. It's so good to see everyone. I'm going to give you all a second. I know you're still getting connected. So it is time to have some fun. Who is ready for a little bit of fun and something new and interesting? Well, my name is Anissa Mitchell and I'm with PMD Alliance, and I'm here today for our therapy break. And we're going to be not only talking about popping for Parkinson's, but we're going to be doing some popping for Parkinson's. So I'm sure all of you will have questions about this and are very interested. So I want to go ahead and invite you to open up your chat box, and that's where your questions are going to be today. And I also want you to give us a shout out. Let us know where you're coming from, because our speaker today, Simone Sistarelli, is coming to us from the UK. He's in London. So I'm curious if we have any other folks from across the pond on with us today, or anywhere else. It's always so cool to see where people are coming from and how we've been lucky, even in the midst of COVID, to connect virtually with people from all over. So it's so cool. We have people from Canada, we've got California and Arizona represented. So give us a shout out. So our speaker today is Simone, is a professional dance artist, musician, social entrepreneur, and a public speaker. He's very passionate about inspiring people, and he is the founder of Popping for Parkinson's, which is a project that transforms Parkinson's patients into popping dance students. Now, how many of you know what popping is? So you can raise your hand if you know what popping is. I don't see, I have a couple hands. Pamela knows what it is. Karen knows what it is. All right, well, you're way ahead of the curve here because I wasn't sure. We all probably do when we didn't realize that we did. So we're going to learn, and we're hearing from someone who is a twice TEDx speaker. So we've got someone who not only knows their stuff and has been studying this and doing this with people with Parkinson's. He's been at the Mark Morris Dance Studio with them as well, but a very eloquent speaker as well. So I'm going to pass this over, and we're going to learn about popping.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I am Simone, and thank you so much for joining me tonight and for having me. So yeah, thank you for that. We're gonna get going straight away. I would like to, we're gonna do some stuff, but we're gonna do it. I want to introduce what I do so that you get an understanding, hopefully, but then we can only talk about dance so much. We gotta actually do it and dance ourselves. Okay. All the things I'll tell you later in terms of how we do that and stuff. But for now, I would like everyone. This I would like to start. I would like everyone to go like this in a muscle-man position. Show me all your muscle-man position. There we go. Brilliant. Let me put myself in here. There we go. Okay, brilliant. So from here, show me your strength by making the muscle and saying, I am strong, and I release. And one more time, I am strong, and I release. I think you can do better. I am strong, and I release. That's better. Now we do the same thing, but this time we make the contraction instant, like an electric shock, like a heart beating, okay? With the same power of a Bruce Lee punch, okay? Should we try it? So with me, let's go. And we make the muscle. Try, yes, go, and stronger, go, muscle, yes, boom, ka, brilliant. Now we do the same thing, but to the music. Slow first, and then quick. Let's try it. So we go, muscle, yes, very good. Now double time, try, go, muscle, muscle. Go. Yes, go, go, go. Okay, brilliant. Nice one. So remember what we just did. Okay, it will come very handy, quite soon. Okay. Now, I want to show you something. Give me a moment to, here we go. There we go. I want to show you this. And before I start up press play, I'm going to ask you, what do you see here? This is the image that I had in my head many years ago. It's a matter of perception, really, of perspective, of point of view. What is artistic expression? And what is a symptom? What is negative and what is positive? But let's take a step back. Keep that in mind. But let's take a step back. My granddad had Parkinson's. When I think of him, the picture in my mind's eye is never still. Nevertheless, my grandpa taught me, leading by example, that the circumstances, in this case the disease, did not define who he was. When I think of him, I think of a great family man, a respected lawyer, a great husband, a great grandparent, not a patient, a pill eater. And trust me, he would eat a lot of pills. Now, this is me. This is me at 10. I discovered dance by chance. And through dance, I discovered the hip hop culture. And what really got me of this culture is the power of changing perspective and the freedom of choosing your identity. Historically, the kids in the South Bronx in New York in the early 70s that created hip hop culture were living in disastrous conditions made of poverty, violence, gang activities, drugs. And yet they did not let circumstances define their identities and their future. And personally, this concept really touched me deeply. Now you might wonder, like, why would a white middle-class Italian ginger kid that grew up in a privileged environment and family, surrounded by lawyers and police forces, go incredibly interested and passionate about a culture that started 50 years before him in a different continent by people of color that were discriminated against and were surrounded by poverty and crime? Easy. I was born with a rare disease called bladder exstrophy, which is degenerative and has no cure to date. For the Italian government, I technically am 100% disabled just because of this disease. And it's only thanks to hip hop that I found the strength not to let circumstances define my identity. I didn't want to be defined by my disability, by my condition, I wanted to be Simone, an expressive human being, a dancing soul. Between all of the various dance techniques included within hip hop culture, the one that resonated the most with me was popping. And I still vividly remember the very first time I saw someone doing popping in front of me. It felt like the earth was shaking. What is popping? Well, remember what we did at the beginning, right? Making the muscle to the music. That's the pop, the basic foundation of the style. We're going to do that with the whole body. As an Italian, the best image that I can give you to explain to you what popping is pasta and sauce. Pasta is the movement. You listen to the music and you groove. That's the pasta. The sauce is the pop, the contraction of all the muscles in your body instantly and voluntarily to the beat. And what we want is a lot of pasta and a lot of sauce. Popping. Who knows Michael Jackson? Raise your hand. There we go. See? Michael Jackson was a student of popping. The moonwalk is actually a popping step called the backslide. Just to give you a sense of what's happening here. As a kid, I was dancing all the time, like literally all the time. So much so that my mom and my grandma and my friends would always tell me, Simone, stop shaking. And I would think, I'm not shaking, I'm dancing. But shaking here is the key word that unlocked the image in my mind's eye, the one that I showed you at the beginning. People with Parkinson's shake without the music. I, as a popping dancer, shake to the music. That was the spark, the intuition, the starting point. I wanted to support people with Parkinson's through the study and practice of popping dance, remixing the concept of disability, giving people the strength and power to choose their identities. The same strength that hip hop gave me as a kid. Not to be defined by circumstances, bringing humanity back where it gets lost. Transforming the shaking into popping. A disease into a starting point. A symptom into a superpower. The impact of this change is enormous, almost magical. One of my students from New York actually once told me, I feel like these popping classes are helping me find the body control I lost due to Parkinson's. Not to mention the wows I get from my grandchildren. Now, this is what drives me and motivates me to do what I do. You know, pre-COVID, many of my students would enter the dance studio with crutches and walking sticks and serious challenges. The music starts, everyone dances. At the end of the class, so often students would leave the room forgetting their crutches in the studio. It's so big, it genuinely looks magical sometimes. The most evident impact that dance has on people is their smile. I'm sure you know better than me that people with Parkinson's have difficulties expressing their emotions through facial expression. So if people smile on the outside, they are bursting with joy on the inside. And while we talk about impact, Parkinson's severely affects people's lives on so many levels. Parkinson's changes the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, your behavior, the circle of friends and family around you, your self-esteem, and so much more. I wanted to remix this concept by changing the word Parkinson's to the word hip-hop. Hip-hop changes the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, your behavior, circle of friends and family, self-esteem, and much more. And this is the kind of impact that I wanted to bring to the community. I think this is incredibly valuable. And the most important thing is that this is a win-win scenario. I get to do what I love the most, which is dancing and teaching, sharing what I love the most with the people that can really benefit from it. So it's genuinely a win-win scenario. And what happens when you participate in a dance class? Well, in the best case scenario, you transform your symptom into a superpower through an art form. In the worst case scenario, you exercise for an hour, which is still great for you, so you improve. If you move, you improve. If you dance, you genuinely improve your life. Even in the worst case scenario, you improve. So it's a no-brainer. I think all of this talk and the power of dance can only be talked about until a certain point. It's then time to actually experience it. So I would need a minute just to grab some water, change the camera, and set up for some movement session. So in the meantime, why don't you get ready to move and get grooving, okay? What I would like you to do is to have enough room around you so you can move. Anything we will do the things standing, or I will show them standing. Everything we'll do can be done seated. I don't have a seated assistant that can do the seated version for me that I can show you, but it's I will try and show everyone the different options. Yeah, I think we can just give that a try. So give me a thumbs up before I actually go and get the water and stuff, and then we'll take it from there. Fantastic. Okay, if you have any questions in the meantime while I take the stuff and get ready, maybe put them down in the chat, and we'll try and answer them maybe after the actual physical sort of thing. And then obviously after the movement session, we'll open up to open Q&A really. Okay, let's go. I'll change the camera. I'll do all of that. Give me a minute.
All right. While you are getting your drink and getting set up, thank you. Everyone can get into their comfortable positions and prepared for some movement and to learn how to pop. I know I'm very excited. And that's a good question. So when he comes back, I'm going to ask Mary about doing things one-sided. If you do have any injuries or restrictions, you know your body. So obviously don't push yourself beyond what is comfortable or do anything that would be contraindicated that your physician may be telling you, but we want you to have a good time. And if you have questions for Simone, please feel free to put those in the chat. I know this is really the first time I've thought about popping in Parkinson's, and I love how he's paired them together. And I had never even heard of, I knew popping, but I didn't know popping. So I love that there are others out there that actually knew what it was, and it wasn't as foreign to you. So everyone get ready, because I think we're going to have a good time. And it's great to see that we have people from all over. I think we have Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We did have somebody from the UK. We have Southeast London. So it's great to see where everyone's joining us from. And this is being recorded, so you guys can go back and watch it. And the beauty of YouTube is that you can fast forward. So if you were already here and heard the presentation at the beginning, you can always fast forward it and do the movements again. So it will be available. Just give us until probably the 1st of next week, but it will be recorded. Good to see people from Canada. And Simone, we did have a question. Somebody was just wanting to know they need a shoulder replacement. So they're going to be doing things on one side. Anything that you want to say in regards to people that might have some physical limitations?
Yes. So this is a taster of what we could do. Actually, sorry, let me just stop this video. Okay, there you go. So what we do now is a little taster of what a popping dance class could look like. Obviously, it's your body and your responsibility. And I always say, you don't kill yourself for me, basically. I always say, I want you to give me your 100% of whatever that is today. So don't be lazy, but don't go crazy. That's kind of the balance in which I want you to be at. Obviously, if you have any injuries, you take care of them and you don't sort of respect your body. That's the point. I think, yeah, so make sure you respect your body, make sure you have enough space. We're not going to move much around the space, but we still want to make sure that it's, we can move. Before we go into some actual strong activity, let's do a very quick warm-up just to get into sort of out of the chair and standing, or even if you're sitting down on a chair, but at least getting ready to move and groove and engage. Okay, so let me put some music on to start with. Am I sharing the audio? Yes. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do just a quick warm up in for the joints, and then we're going to go into a two-step straight away. Okay. We're going to bring the energy up. If you need a water break at any point, please feel free to do so. Okay. I think it's time to go. Enough talking. Let's get moving. Okay. 2 big breaths. Breathe in. Let's open the chest. Go. Open. Again. Superman. Okay.
I wanna make you promise that when you give me all your loving, you're gonna make it good. I want it, you got it. Just let me come get it. I want it, you got it. Just let me come get it. Mighty body, hotsy totsy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Mighty body, hotsy totsy. Come on, baby.
Okay.
Come and rock me. I can't take all this teasing. I just wanna love you. So tell me when you're ready. Girl, I can't wait too much longer. You better make it soon. I want it, you got it. Just let me come get it. I want it, you got it. Just let me come get it. Mighty body, hotsy totsy.
Yes, people.
Come on, baby. Come and rock me.
There we go.
Mighty body, hotsy totsy. Come on, baby.
You're gonna cross to the back. Cross to the back. There we go. Forward. You're gonna march. Saturday Night Fever. Disco. Hey, disco. Again. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, brilliant. We good? This is just a warm-up. Okay, good. Check it off. This is just a warm-up just to get into the class, okay? Popping, pasta, and sauce, as I said earlier. Pasta is exactly that, you know, the groove, okay? The sauce is the pop. So let's revisit this. Give me the muscle, man, and do the muscle. Make the muscle, muscle, muscle. Hold on, let me go. Muscle, muscle, muscle. Go. Boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka. Yeah? Obviously, you put the sauce in any position, you make the muscle in any position. Let's learn the first pasta of the day, which is called Fresno. Yes, Fresno is the place in California where the dance was created. And it goes like this. Legs relaxed, wide open. We go from one side to the other. One side to the other. One side to the other. Now we add the arms, okay? So same arm as leg. So if we go to the left, we have left, and then right and right. Do it, be it, do, one, two, do, okay? So keep this going. This is the pasta, okay? Exactly. We put the sauce on top of the pasta going muscle, 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 boom, muscle, muscle. Now doubles. We go muscle, 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 pop, 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 boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka. Okay? Follow me. The arms will change. We go to the side, we go to the, but the principle is the same. Pasta and sauce. Put the sauce on every pasta to the beat. Let's try. Here we go. Ready? Just the pasta, just the pasta. We go. Pasta. Yes, people. Now with the sauce, go. Muscle. Pump. 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 Boom. Yes. Yes, go. There we go. Pump. Arms to the side. We go. Pump. Pump. Yeah. Muscle man. Cross. Muscle. Muscle. Table. Let's go. Guy. Yes, people. Go, 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 go. Down. Down. Come, ritmo. Deep breathing. Go. Up 8, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh. Okay. Good. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Okay, nice. Yes, no, maybe? Give me some thumbs. Show me the thumbs. Show me the thumbs. Okay, brilliant. Let's do a Simon says, or Simone says, I should say. We do 4 counts and we do 8 counts. What does that mean? We do 4 counts. I do a pose and I pop it for 4 counts. And you're going to do exactly the same straight after me. So if I go, for example, if I go 1, 2, 3, you go 1, 2, 3. It's right. 1, 2, 3, you go 1, 2, 3. Exactly that. That's the 4. The 8 is the same, but we're going to do 8 counts of a movement phrase rather than a pose. So you got to be ready for it. Okay? I think it's self-explanatory when we do it. So let's just do it. Let's go. 4 counts. Here we go. 5, 6. Here we go. I go. You go. 1. I go. You go. 1. 1, 2, 3, go. Hey!
Everybody does. You can wait for the weekend, no, to see what you get into. Make love and listen to some music. To let yourself go, 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 girl. Make love and listen to some music. To let yourself go, 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 girl.
Let's do 8 counts. Ready? 5, 6, go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. You go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1. Go. 1. Go. Yay. Brilliant. Shake it off. Take a sip of water if you need it. Brilliant stuff. So popping. Okay. We're gonna do 3 more things. 1, drills. Saws only. Just this. Boom, 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 boom. For like 10 minutes. Okay. That was a joke, by the way. But okay. Yeah. We're gonna try last man standing. Okay. If it's a resistance game. If you win, well, I don't know why you win, but you win the honor, I guess. Let's go. Let's try. We're gonna go half time and double time. So, ready? So, getting ready. Here we go. Half time. We go. Back. 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 Yes. Double time. Go. 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 Hop. 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 Keep breathing. Let's go. There we go. Go. Yes, people. A little bit more. Let's go. You can feel it. I know you can feel it. Let's go. Almost there. Let's go. Hey.
Let's get together. How about a quarter to 10?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Okay. That's fine. Shake it off and stretch it out. Shake it off and stretch it out. You are gonna feel this tomorrow. So give your arms a little shake, a little rest, a little stretch. Whew. Nice. Little wrist roll. So yeah, you will feel this tomorrow, but it's gonna be like, you know, when you go to the gym and you have a good workout and you know, after the day after, you're like, whoa, that's the same feeling. I've been doing this for 20 years. I still have that. So that's life. That's life, people. Let's do a little feet thing and then we do a little routine. Okay? Feet. Romeo twist, Egyptian twist. Number 1 is Romeo. And maybe I can turn this down for the feet so you can really. Okay, feet. So Romeo. Heel at toe or toe heel going out and in. Beep, 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 tiki, do, 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 do. Other side. Out, 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 in, 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 in. That is the Romeo. Number 2 is Egyptian. Same thing, but the feet are together. Back to Romeo. Out we go. In we come. Beep, 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 beep. Egyptian. Para humpa, para humpa, pa, pa, pa. Taga humpa, taga humpa, taga humpa, pa, pa, pa. Romeo. Yeah, you get the idea. So let's try with the music. See what happens. Obviously, be aware of your space. You know, literally like the actual physical space. I know you're looking at the camera maybe to sort of, or at the screen to sort of copy and get it, but also make sure that, especially for this, you watch out where you are. Let's go. Romeo, Egyptian, ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go. 5, 6. Romeo, let's go. Yes. Egyptian, go. Egyptian. One more time, roll it on.
Share all the things I feel inside.
Egyptian.
Come take a walk inside.
Good. Take it up.
When I look
Good.
at you, I see all of the things that
This is an absolute taster session. So, you know, we usually would do it for longer, we do more, but obviously it's just a taster. Okay. Let's finish with a quick routine. Okay, super easy. Going, we'll stop. Okay, brilliant. There we go. So, start with the Fresno. Fresno, ti-ki-ta, ti-ta, ti-ki-ta. From here, we do mummy. Boom. Close the legs. And like a mummy. It's Egyptian style tonight for whatever reason. Boom. We go out, bam. This is called strutting, like you strut your stuff. Boom. Okay, from the top. Fa, si, se, we. Fresno, da, ba, ba, ba. Di, di, ba, ba, ba. Mummy, ti, strut. Mummy, strut. One more time. Fa, si, se, go. Fresno, di, da. Fresno. Ready for the mummy. Di, strut your stuff. Mummy, strut your stuff. Yes? From here we go. Saturday Night Fever. Boom. Boom. Like we did before. Yes? Just twice. So we go. Saturday night fever. Celebrate. Freestyle to go back from the beginning. And Fresno. And a Fresno. And a Fresno. Ready for the mummy. Strut your stuff. Mummy. Strut your stuff. Saturday night fever. Then a groove. From the top we go. And a boom, boom, boom. And a mummy. Strut. Mummy, strut your stuff. Go. Saturday night fever. Groover. From the top we go. Okay? Give me some thumbs. Yes, no, maybe. We do a couple of times. Pasta only. But you already know what's happening, right? Pasta only. Easy. Ready? Here we go. 5, 6. Here we go. 20.
I could wait all night and day to go to a party, sit
Mommy.
down and wait. Get my request to the DJ, cause my song he's
That's
out
where
to
it's
play. And when I hear that beat, I get my body up on my feet. I grab a guy and move my feet. He's
Where'd it
playing
go?
my song. Play, come on, play that song.
Mommy.
Play it all night long. Just turn it up, turn it on.
Got it.
Play, come on, DJ, play that song. You know that it turns me on. Just
One
turn
more
it
time.
up and turn it on. DJ, just play that song, 'cause I wanna be dancing all
Mommy.
along. Play my favorite song. I don't care if everybody's gone. Turn it up 'cause it turns me on. Keep dancing all night long. Feel
more
so good that
time.
it can't be wrong. I get chills up and down my spine whenever I hear that song of mine. When it stops, better press rewind. Let me hear it one more time. Come on, play that song. Play it all night long. Just turn it up and turn it on.
Oh, nice.
Come on, DJ, play that song. You know it turns me
Okay, good. Yes, no, maybe. I see loads of yeses, so cool. This is the pasta. Pasta with no sauce we can deal with. Sauce with no pasta? No, thank you, no. We know the pasta, let's put the sauce on top. Maso, 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 maso. Same thing here. Maso, 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 maso. Same thing here. Maso, maso, maso. And freestyle, this is free. This is free, catch your breath, catch your breath, catch your breath. Boom, boom. And as you can see, it's not click. It's bah, bah, bah. Yeah, so it's Bruce Lee punch. A lot of pasta, a lot of sauce. Music. Let's try a couple of times. Oh, hold on, no, let's go. There you go. I know, it's lunchtime for you guys. Go, so. Go, ready? Ready? Here we go.
Do you remember
Up,
when it first started? September, love was changing the mind.
hey, up, back,
While chasing the clouds away.
move. Let's go.
Arms were ringing in the key that's so
Yay,
singing.
come.
As we dance in the night, remember how the stars roll the night
Go.
away.
Let's go. Bye-bye. And free.
My thoughts are with you.
Yeah. Okay.
To see you. Only blue dark.
Okay. Good. So, hold on, the camera is going funny. Catch your breath, get some water. That's a taster for you right there. Let's take 2 breaths. Take breathing in. And breathe out. One more. Head. Hand. Good job. Amazing people. Thank you so much for joining me and dancing with me. For time purposes, we're gonna call it a day there in terms of movement. Take a sip of water, and we're gonna open it to question like Q&A. We're gonna go through some questions if there's any in the chat already. But yeah, well done. This is a taster of a class. Usually we would, in a normal class, we would do a little bit more exercises, a little bit more routine, freestyle. So obviously this is literally just like a absolute taster. We now offer online classes on Tuesdays, 5 p.m. UK time. So that's 12 o'clock New York time, 9 o'clock California time. The classes are free of charge because when I created this, I didn't want to profit off of disability, and I wanted to do it because I love sharing the dancing with people. Luckily, thanks to the support of the National Lottery here in the UK, they fund us and support us so that all classes are free of charge. They've always been, and they will always be free of charge. If you're in London, we also have classes on Thursday nights in Wimbledon at 7 p.m, obviously London time. I would love to, if you like the session and you want to give it a try, please come and dance with me. We're having a half-term break this coming week, so we don't have class this coming week. We have it the week after. But yeah, we just have loads of fun. Usually we work with a theme of the day or of the week. I would usually show a video of like a phenomenal, inspiring dancer or choreography or whatever. And you look at that and be like, okay, we want to become like that, better than that. How do we do that? That's the kind of practice that we do. Anything from waving, robot, slow motion, puppet. There's so many styles included in popping that we can explore. And the great thing is it's a game, as in when it comes to dancing, the way I approach it is I offer a game and then you play the game. So wherever you are and however you feel on the day, you play that game with that. So if one day you sit down and you want to play the game sitting down, great. If you want to do it standing, great. If you want to jump around, great. As long as you play the game, we set the rules, pasta and sauce, go. That's basically, the approach. So it really opens up what you bring to the table on the day. Okay. I hope I said everything that I need to say. So I guess how do we get on the Zoom list? Of course, poppingforparkinsons.com. As soon as you open it, it's like register here for the online classes. It will bring you to a page in which you put name and email address. And every Tuesday morning, you get an email from me with the link to the Zoom class. So it goes straight into your inbox. You can just click and everything is there for you. Yeah. I think that's it.
So a lot of people that want to join your classes, and we did drop the link in a couple of times. So I'll remind you guys before we end the program today to save your chat so you can reference it again. But I think you're going to get some new dancers joining you, new poppers to join you in your classes. This was a lot of fun. So we did have a question. One person wanted to know, can you do popping in the quadriceps, or can it be done? And how would you do that movement?
Yes, popping is a full body experience. Today we did this. Tomorrow we do the legs. In a week we do the chest. In a month it's a full body experience. All the muscles in the body will contract like a heart beating, pum, 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 to the beat. I didn't break it down, but yes, it's a full body experience. And yes, it will be the quadricep pulling up. You stretch your leg. All you do is this. I'm going to say this real quick because I think it's important. The pop of the leg is this. I stretch the leg. All I do is stretch the leg. So I'm here. And I go stretch, stretch. I'll do it super big so you can really see. Stretch, 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 stretch. Okay? Why is this important? A lot of people use this leg pop as a way to get out of freezing. I'm sure that you're aware. I'm sure that you use tools to get out of freezing states if you experience them. Sometimes you might march on the spot, count out loud, take a couple of steps backwards, and do whatever. The leg pop is another tool that you can learn and use in your own repertoire to get out of freezing states. It's not magic, and it might not work for everyone, but if it does, you have an extra tool right there. Yeah.
We had someone wanting to know if you dance to BTS.
We dance to anything that's funky. So yes, anything. We try to stick to the sort of the stuff that makes us groove and move. From Michael Jackson to sort of Zapp and Roger, to the classic funks, to Bruno Mars, to like, you know, even the more recent stuff, of course. Anything that's funky, Stevie Wonder, James Brown, everything that has a nice beat and it's funky and makes us groove, it's good for me.
Well, everyone's loved your music. Everyone's had a lot of fun today, and everyone wants to know when your classes are. So keep looking in your chat, because Julie's been popping in the links to the Popping for Parkinson's website and where to get the information to register for classes. The time for the Zoom classes are Tuesdays at 5 p.m. UK time, which would be noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're up and moving and want to start your day with a little bit of popping, if you're on the Pacific Coast time, what a fun way to do so. And a full body workout. Like, I know I'm going to feel it tomorrow. So that was awesome. I don't know if anyone has any last minute questions. We only have a couple of minutes left for Simone, but this has been incredible fun. And I'm so glad that we're able to connect with you from across the pond, and appreciate you giving your time at such a late hour on a Friday night, no less. You might need to go out and do some popping with your friends to celebrate your gift to our time.
I might do. Can't promise anything, but I might do. Let's put it that way.
Awesome. Well, there is a tradition with PMD Alliance among all of our attendees. And Julie, if you will unspotlight us, I want Simone to be able to see everybody on the gallery view, but we want to be able to show our faces of appreciation to you. And we do what we call our wave of gratitude. And I don't think we have on, maybe you're on gallery view for everybody else, but let me change it. I want to see everyone's faces.
Yeah, I've been seeing everyone. I saw everyone getting groovy, of course. I had to.
Thumbs up from everybody who had just so much fun. Like, you're smiling now because of this. This was such a blast. I'm seeing all kinds of thumbs. Double thumbs to you, Simone.
Thank you for that.
How about we give Simone the wave of gratitude, because this was such a blast. So this is our thanks to you for joining us.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
For your willingness to share your Friday night, and for all of you to really start your weekend on a very positive note. So join his classes. And if you want to save your chat so you'll be able to get back to those links, go over to your chat box, and where you see the three little dots on the far right, it says more. If you pop that open, there's an option there to save your chat. It's going to save it to your device. And then you can go back and you'll be able to look at all those links. But if you forget, just remember popping for Parkinson's. If you Google popping for Parkinson's, it will come up and you'll be able to find the classes on there. Am I correct in that?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure and an honor. Thank you very much again.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Enjoy your weekend. Take care.